All right, we are back downstairs. So I made some changes on the X-68 Stormtrooper build. I'm still waiting on some parts to come in, but I did get the new what do they call it, Universal 1913 ASA adapter here that goes to the pick rail so that you can mount the folding stock that MCS sells. Or in my case, I opted to go with the new um, buffer tube and buffer tube adapter, which I'm waiting on the adapter to come in. This way I can replace the expansion chamber that I now have in my Valken car stock. This way I can reuse the T6 adjustable stock portion of it. So once I get that adapter, it'll allow me to slide that whole stock back onto here. I wanted to bypass the expansion chamber in it. I did some testing a couple videos ago where I was kind of having trouble holding it without the stock and taking the numbers. Bypassing that expansion chamber with the CO2 setup anyways, the 3 times 12 gram seemed to yield greater pressures from the preheated CO2. So I just recently did this. I also added a digital gauge as well to the back. It's kind of tough to press the button, but here we go. Yeah, here we go. Digital gauge as well, just kind of nice. So currently I have a punctured 12 gram CO2 in the handle only. That was just to test the plumbing for leaks. It's been holding air pressure just fine. It's got almost 800 psi in there. It's been holding air pressure for several hours now. So rather than waste it, I figured, hey, let me shoot some 7.3 gram alien play solid aluminum ammunition here. As far as I know, I still have that problem with the mags dropping with the heavier ammo, but all along the 7.3 ammo was fine. So I got 3 magazines, 6 rounds in each magazine of the 7.3 alien play. It's the darker colored one, solid aluminum. It's like a dark gray. When I check the size, I think it's somewhere around 6.82, 6.83, somewhere around there, I think. So again, 7.3. So I'm gonna, 1 cartridge in the handle. I'm not puncturing anything in here. Nothing's preheated. Just straight 800 psi from the handle here. And we'll just see what we get on these 7.3s. It's been a while since I've shot the 7.3s anyway, so we'll see what we get for feet per second. Compare them to the heavy stuff. Obviously, I'm not expecting the joules to be super, super high, but still have a 12-inch barrel in here. So we'll see how it goes. All right, we are gassed up. The display does go out after so many seconds of inactivity. I'm not sure how many. But $7.99, not a big deal. Just press the button, turn it back on. This gauge will also display an MPA, I think it is, and bars as well. So PSI, bars, and I think it's MPA. I could be wrong on that though. All right. Let's see what we get. Oh, it's without any stock on it. Just the new plumbing. We run in the T6 adjustable stock again once I get that adapter that I need. So we're just going to shoot with the laser since I can't really aim much anyways and hold this. All right. All right, mag 1, shot 1. Not too bad. 484 feet per second with the 7.3 gram alien plays. We're now at 759 PSI. 759. Everything sounds all right. Of course, the mag didn't drop, but the mags, as far as I can recall, the mags never dropped with the lighter ammo. It did drop with the 8.5 gram less lethal ballistics ammo, the smasher ammo, and of course we know the 9.9 riot balls definitely drop, but no problem here so far. Of course, we'll see what the mag looks like when I remove it, but it hadn't been a problem before. So, all right, mag 1, shot 2. There we go. 462 feet per second. Mag 1, shot 3. 432 feet per second. These later rounds are bouncing right the hell out, though. All right, magazine's still holding. Let me turn the gauge back on here, see what we got. 657.7 psi left. Well, now it says 661.4. 661.4. But this is pretty cool. It times out. You got to keep waking it up, so I wonder how long that button's going to last. I mean, it's Chinese, so I don't know. It was about 45, 50 bucks plus shipping. Or actually, I think I got free shipping on it. It was through AliExpress. So we'll see how long that button lasts. So, let's see. One thing I do want to check for is I don't know if I shot, if 2 came out of there or not. It sounded totally different, that last shot. So I don't know if I had a double shot or what. All right. I'm going to keep shooting. I think that was shot 4, if I'm not mistaken. Should be shot 5, unless I had a double shot. But let's call it shot 5. 418 feet per second. And if I didn't have a double shot, I should have one more left in here. It should be shot 6 for mag 1. Okay, good. It wasn't a double shot. It just 382 feet per second on that one. So that's 6. Again, this is only with 1 cartridge in the handle, so we'll see. You know, typically I was only getting maybe 1 CO2 only, getting maybe 1 mag, maybe 6, 7, 8 rounds maybe. So some of this gas is naturally, it is backflowing into here, so this is all acting like probably like some kind of a chamber, right? So, you know, maybe I'll get more. I don't know. Trying to put that mag in. I haven't even ejected the first one. All right, so let's see what this magazine looks like. And my count must have been off because I still had a round in there. So, but the magazine, good news is the magazine's intact. Nothing's broken. This is actually my last good mag that I haven't monkeyed with at all, and haven't had to replace the tip with a nail. The other 2 I had to replace with a nail because they both self-destructed. So we'll see what we get. All right, we'll see what we get out of the second mag. I'm not expecting to have enough air pressure to get through a whole nother mag with 1 cartridge, but we'll see what we get here. 526.5 psi left. So we'll see what we get. Let's take some chronos on these 2. Mag 2, shot 1. I only shot 5 out of that first mag. Let's note that. Mag 2, shot 1. 7.3 gram alien play. 350 feet per second. And that trigger felt funny. Felt really, really funny. It felt a lot stiffer than usual, so I'm going to degas. I'm going to degas. I don't know why it felt the way it did, or if it's just me. All right, I don't see anything in there. Still got 457. This is one. This was a mag that had gotten damaged before, and it may not be feeding correctly. So what I'm gonna do, well, that's the CO2s I have in here that's making that noise. All right, I'm gonna dry fire it once and see what it does. Yeah, that feels normal now. It's weird. The trigger kind of felt a little different that first shot. Anyways, I got 6 more in this other mag. Let me see if it feels any better. All right, let's go here. Let's aim, see if this sight's any good. .377 psi left here. Let's see if we get one off. Very under pressure. And dead trigger. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I don't know what to make of that. Maybe it was in my head. It could have been all in my head. Could have been. Whoa, still had something else in there. Any more in there? I think they're growing. Yeah, I don't know. All right. Anyways, this was just a little testing session. Figured why waste the gas? So, yeah, so that's it. Although I got some pretty good numbers. I'll do the math there in the app and put the joules in there in the video when I edit it. But I would say that first shot, second shot was up there for feet per second. Well, of course it's going to be up there. What am I saying? I keep forgetting. I'm thinking 9.9 in my head. Yeah, naturally it's going to be high because it's got the later ammo. So, but anyways, I'll run the joules anyways. I'm sure the joules are not going to be as impressive as they were with the heavier ammo. They never really are, right? So, anyways, thanks for watching.